Hello and welcome to your Home Depot workshop. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ron, and today we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about how to clean and maintain your floors. Here's what we'll be covering and going through today. Different cleaning methods and cleaning solutions, things you should avoid doing to your floors, and ways to remove stains and scuffs.
Now, obviously, floors take a lot of wear and tear. They deal with daily foot traffic, pets, spills, and furniture. Proper care not only keeps them looking good, but it can also extend their lifespan and can help maintain your flooring warranty.
That's right, Mike. And the great news is floor care doesn't have to be too difficult. With the right habits and products, you can keep any floor looking its best.
Always follow the product instructions, and when moving furniture to clean underneath, use a partner to move the furniture to avoid both injury and damage to your floors.
Yes, and by the end of this workshop, you'll know the best ways to clean, protect, and maintain your floors so they stay beautiful for years to come. So let's get started.
Carpet is one of the most common floor types in homes, especially in bedrooms and family rooms. It's comfortable and soft underfoot, but it needs regular vacuuming and deep cleaning to stay looking fresh, so it can be one of the most challenging floors to keep clean.
Right. Understanding how to clean carpet starts with knowing the different types of cleaning methods. There are cleaning machines that you can buy or rent, from upright carpet cleaners to steam cleaning machines. And then there are cleaners and solutions that are specifically formulated for different types of stains.
You'll find all-purpose cleaners, ones with built-in stain repellents, low foam agents for machine cleaning, and even powdered options that you sprinkle on and vacuum up.
That's a lot. And before you get started, here's an important tip. Always check the warranty, because some manufacturers limit what cleaning products or methods you can use, and using the wrong one can affect or even void your coverage.
Also, anytime you try a new cleaner, it's a great idea to test it for color fastness first. Apply it to a small hidden area, like inside a closet, and let it sit. If you see the color change or notice any kind of damage, you want to switch to something safer.
Now, the first step for every carpet is regular vacuuming, because dirt, dust, and pet hair can settle into the fibers every single day. If you let it sit, it will start to break down the backing and the carpet wears out much faster.
Now, when you vacuum, take your time. You can move furniture and cords out of the way and use attachments to reach into corners and along baseboards. Go over high traffic areas in two directions, both forward and back and sideways, to lift the dirt that's embedded deep down.
Yeah, so on top of regular vacuuming, carpet needs a deep cleaning at least once a year. That's where rental machines come in. Now, the Home Depot Tool Rental Center has multiple options, from steam cleaners to heavy-duty carpet cleaning machines, but always, once again, check your warranty details, especially if the carpet is brand new, because professional cleaning is sometimes suggested or required.
If you decide to deep clean yourself, start by pre-treating stains in high traffic pathways. Then, using hot water and a small amount of cleaner, run the machine slowly from front to back. It will push water out as you go forward and pull it back up as you come back.
And you don't want to rush this step. The goal is to let the machine extract as much water as possible. If carpets stay wet too long, it can lead to mold or mildew or even damage the carpet backing. So here's a quick tip when dealing with furniture. If you can't move that heavy furniture, slide a piece of plastic sheeting or foil under the legs to protect them from the moisture.
Now, let's talk about spot cleaning. This is your first defense against stains. If you spill something, like a drink or food, blot it immediately with a cloth. Never rub. Rubbing forces the spill deeper into the fibers.
And you know, Mike, pet stains are a big one. But a simple mix of 1 cup vinegar and 1 cup water in a spray bottle works very well. Spray the area, blot with a clean cloth, and repeat until the stain lifts. Or you can use a foam carpet cleaner, but always follow the instructions on the labels. Let it dry and then vacuum the area clean.
Another option is dry cleaning with a powdered product. You just sprinkle it over the stained area, work it in with a brush if needed, let it dry, and vacuum it up. It's quick and convenient, but remember, it won't give you the same deep clean as steam cleaning. This is a good option between deep cleanings in order to keep your carpets clean, even without a spill.
Yep. And if you want to deodorize, maybe say from pets or spills, try a mixture of equal parts salt and baking soda. Sprinkle it over the area, lightly spray with water, work it into the carpet with a brush, blot it with a towel. Now, once it dries, vacuum up the rest. It will lift the dirt and takes those odors away.
If you're dealing with a greasy stain, baking soda is especially effective. It absorbs the oil and makes it much easier to clean up.
That's right. And let's not forget heavier jobs for heavily soiled carpets. That's when professional cleaning may sometimes be the best choice. You got to remember that pros use more powerful equipment and can clean entire rooms more thoroughly than most do-it-yourself methods.
But if you have kids or pets and need to clean on a regular basis, owning a carpet cleaner might be worth it. For everyone else, renting is a smart option. At the Home Depot Rental Center, you can pick up a machine for a day or a weekend, whatever you need.
That's right. And in terms of ongoing maintenance, how often you vacuum is going to depend on your household. If you have, say, a big family or pets, plan to spot vacuum daily or every other day. If it's just you, however, once or twice a week may just be enough.
Now, keep your vacuum in good condition. You want to change filters, empty bags, and make sure the suction is strong. And think about prevention. Place doormats at entries and consider a no shoes policy to cut down on dirt. Here's a tip. Avoid vacuuming things that will harm your vacuum, like liquids, sharp glass or pins, small metal items, fine powders, sticky or flammable materials. It's best to remove those items by hand with a small broom and a dustpan. These items will likely damage your vacuum's internal components.
Wow, man, I didn't know that. So one last thing about spills. You want to clean them up as soon as they happen. The longer that spill sits, the deeper it sets. So you want to look for cleaners that target specific stains, like say food or pet accidents. And don't forget about deodorizers for odors, say from smoke or mildew. So to sum it up, vacuum regularly, spot clean quickly, deep clean at least once a year, and take preventative steps like doormats or a no shoes policy. Doing these things can keep your carpet looking great.
So with that, we'll wrap up today's workshop.
Would you say that we've covered it?
I think I was floored by the
absolutely
content that we shared today.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, to learn more or watch additional how-to videos, visit homedepot.com/workshops. And if you have any questions about this or any do-it-yourself project, you can always email us anytime at workshopslive@homedepot.com.
So on behalf of myself, Ron, and the entire How To Workshops team, thanks for joining us today for this workshop, and of course, thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.